What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very exciting Liverpool video where we will have the latest news on Liverpool's takeover progress. And Jurgen Klopp said that he would use fresh money to spend big in the January transfer window, and I think Jurgen Klopp knows a lot more about the inner details of the takeover than the public, because he's in very close contact with the owners. And reading between the lines what Jurgen Klopp said in his pre-Southampton press conference, it looks like that a Liverpool takeover is imminent, because Jurgen Klopp said that Liverpool might have to take huge risks and spend big in the January transfer window. And they announced, Jurgen Klopp announced that if the takeover happens, he will be very happy to spend big and to spend big money on the Liverpool side, because he probably knows that Liverpool need investment. So if you are excited about this news and if you are excited about these latest updates on the Liverpool takeover, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, because half of you guys who are watching this are not subscribed, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest updates around the takeover and around Liverpool FC. So this is what Jurgen Klopp said, and I think a lot of us, we already knew that FSG had a sell to buy policy, and Liverpool were not spending the owners' money but their own money to sign players. And Jurgen Klopp said, in the structure we had, we were obviously able to spend money, but we always had to look at the balance sheets and say, what did we earn? And that was always the situation, it was clear. So some Liverpool fans claimed that Liverpool are not a sell-to-buy club anymore, but we are. Jurgen Klopp just pretty much confirmed that. The two biggest transfers, Jurgen Klopp said, we did in the past with Alisson and Virgil van Dijk. We all know how it happened. We got some money from Barcelona for Coutinho and we spent it wisely, I would say. For me, how we did it so far, both brought us where we are. My comment, just to intersect here, we won 8 trophies. We had been very, very successful under Jurgen Klopp, but with more money, with more investment, Liverpool could be even more successful than before. And Jurgen Klopp said, I'm so positive about the impact that we'll have in the future that we are really happy to give all our young kids a chance, the young players. But fresh money is no mistake. Let me say it like this. So he's talking about fresh money coming in after the takeover happens. So he thinks that it's not a mistake to spend big in the January transfer market or any transfer market. Jurgen Klopp would be very happy to spend 150 million on a midfielder, because he said nothing gets cheaper, and not only because of the inflation rate. Sometimes you have to spend. And of course, we are positive about the impact of the young players. But around the young players, you have to, from time to time, throw in proven quality. And in an ideal world, they are young players as well and not 35 years old. So yes, from time to time, you have to take risks in the transfer window, and we will see. I have no idea what will happen, but I am positive about it. If in the end it is not positive, then I can start worrying, but I just think everything will be fine. So he thinks that we will be sold to a consortium or an investment group that he will be happy with going forward. But whatever happens, Jurgen Klopp said he's committed to Liverpool Football Club. And also, Jurgen Klopp sympathized with Bobby Firmino, who was not included in the Brazil national team for the World Cup. Liverpool have just 7 players to go to the World Cup, which could benefit them, because 2 days after the World Cup final, we play Manchester City in the League Cup, I think 5th round or 4th round. So Man City have 17 players, so pretty much their whole squad going to the World Cup. Liverpool only have 7 players, and some of them, if they get knocked out earlier, they can join Liverpool in the Dubai training camp. And it's very interesting coincidence that Liverpool are in a Dubai training camp in December. He said it's a blow for Firmino not going to the World Cup. You couldn't see it in training, but you could see it affected his mood. It was a blow for me. He deserves it. I think he deserves everything in the world. It shows just how incredibly good and talented this Brazil squad is. If you can leave a player like Bobby Firmino out, that's madness. He's fine, but of course he's very disappointed about the situation. So Jurgen Klopp is very, very much looking forward to spending big whenever the takeover happens, either in the January transfer window or in the summer. And you can see on my face how excited I am about this news, because this means that the takeover talks are progressing. Jurgen Klopp wouldn't come out and talk about spending big and spending fresh money and it's necessary to improve the Liverpool squad unless things are happening in the background. And also another clue that things are happening. One of Liverpool's major directors, Mike Gordon, who was basically the CEO of Liverpool until like 2020, he steps back from his role to focus on conducting the sale of Liverpool Football Club by FSG. And this is breaking news that FSG, of course, Liverpool director Mike Gordon will step away from his day-to-day running of the club to focus on the potential sale of the club. This is reported by The Athletic, who first broke the news that FSG are putting Liverpool up for sale. And they revealed on Friday that club director Mike Gordon will step back. And they added that Liverpool are treating the move as a natural evolution, with chief executive Billy Hogan set to take on further responsibilities in Mike Gordon's absence. Gordon, who is FSG's president and one of their highest stakeholders, was once hailed by Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp as the brain of the operation, the brain behind everything at the club. And Billy Hogan joined Liverpool in 2012 as Chief Commercial Officer, but he was promoted to CEO in 2020 because of how great he was working in that role. And the advantage of Hogan taking on greater responsibility is that he's based in the UK, and Mike Gordon was conducting his business from the USA. Basically his duties exclusively in the USA. So this means that Liverpool are really focused on getting the takeover done as much as possible, and a lot of newspapers are reporting this. The Independent, Football 365, and also the Athletic, they said that there have been a number of recent changes of ownership and rumors of changes in ownership. So FSG are exploring, the potential interested buyers. And I already made a few videos on all the potential buyers, all the potential investors that are interested in Liverpool FC. So if you missed those, make sure to go to my channel and watch the previous videos about the Liverpool takeover, because I talk in detail about each and every potential investment group, investor, or individual billionaire who wants to buy Liverpool FC. And FSG said the move is being described, the move that Mike Gordon is stepping back to work on the sale of Liverpool Football Club, the move is being described as a natural evolution that we'll see Chief Executive Billy Hogan take greater responsibility for operations. This is what David Ornstein wrote for The Athletic. Sources with knowledge of the situation indicate that Gordon will now focus on a potential sale of Liverpool by owners FSG, which is really exciting news. It is far too early to determine which way FSG will swing when it comes to the prospect of either bringing in a third-party investor or handing over the keys to another party entirely. But I think because the Boston Globe already confirmed that FSG want a full sale of Liverpool Football Club, and they are also in the running to buy an NFL team, the Washington Commanders, or I think that's what's their name. So they need to conduct this sale quickly. So potentially we could see a sale of Liverpool FC conducted before or during the January transfer window. And how exciting would it be for a new owner to come in and already starting to spend big? There are options, of course, that our current owners can pursue, with the likes of Stefan Pagliuca linked with Liverpool, buying Liverpool FC. He's the owner of Atalanta, part owner and co-owner of the NBA's Boston Celtics. That is a huge franchise in the NBA. And also fellow American Steve Ballmer could be an ideal alternative also. But there are currently no genuine links between the Los Angeles Clippers owner and Liverpool FC, but he has very notable wealth, $80 billion wealth, and no human rights concerns, so he could be a perfect option to buy Liverpool FC. He's a 66-year-old American who is recognized as the 10th richest person in the world. So Steve Ballmer is the former Microsoft CEO, current owner of the LA Clippers in the NBA, and he has an estimated net worth of a staggering $80 billion. And also it's worth emphasizing that there is a distinct lack of genuine links linking him with Liverpool, but I just wanted to throw another name into the hat. Sorry, he's a Detroit-born businessman who also owns the popular basketball side LA Clippers, and he was voted the best owner in the NBA previously. Earlier this year, Forbes named Ballmer as the richest owner in sports for the 8th consecutive year, which is absolutely amazing, and it's clear that he would bring in a serious amount of financial strength to the table on Merseyside at a time when Liverpool fans are calling out for the signing of Jude Bellingham, a player that would easily cost around £120 million at least. The Ballmer rumors will be recognized by many as extremely exciting, but there is of course no major newspapers at the moment linking Ballmer with Liverpool, but some fans already are encouraging Ballmer to buy Liverpool FC because he would be a little bit of a cleaner owner than some other interested parties. But I don't want to get into the politics, and many of you guys said on yesterday's video, I read your comments, that most of you guys will be happy with a new owner who has more money with FSG, and we can deal with the other stuff later. FSG were handed one transfer message though by Jurgen Klopp, that he would be very happy to spend big in the January transfer window because this squad and this team needs investment, and I think Jurgen Klopp recognizes that. And for Liverpool, the picture looks very clear. Jurgen Klopp is a huge fan of Jude Bellingham. He has, of course, a lot of connections with Borussia Dortmund, and Bellingham is right at the top of the pile of potential immediate injections of class. Liverpool need to make a huge midfielder signing, or maybe even two great midfielder signings in the January transfer window if we really want to attack the second half of the season and we want to win as many trophies and titles. And this Jurgen Klopp era will be over soon, so Liverpool need to maximize the trophies that we win under Jurgen Klopp, because we have this window of opportunity. And Jurgen Klopp is also rebuilding this Liverpool team, signing a 19-year-old Jude Bellingham, who is going to be an absolute superstar. That's going to be the perfect injection of class that Liverpool need in the January transfer window. And with a new owner wanting to make his mark and prove a point, hopefully if FSG can conduct the sale of Liverpool Football Club, Liverpool could spend 130 million on Bellingham. Maybe that price could be even higher if Bellingham has an amazing World Cup. And I saw that some people already want, Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Nat Phillips to be sold in the January transfer window, because we frankly are not really using them, or we don't really need them. They have half a year left on their contracts anyway. And if we could sell them for 5-10 million each and get rid of their wages, that could boost the chances of Liverpool signing Jude Bellingham or somebody of that ilk. And also the FA appealed against Jurgen Klopp's fine, and as a result the Liverpool manager has been suspended for one game, and he is not going to be on the touchline against Southampton because of what he did against Man City. But it's crazy that Jurgen Klopp gets a one game touchline ban when other managers, for example Thomas Tuchel and Antonio Conte, almost got into a fist fight after the Chelsea-Tottenham game, and they didn't get a harsher punishment. Jurgen Klopp didn't get physical with anyone. He just screamed in the linesman's face for not blowing the whistle after Salah was manhandled and grabbed and dragged with both hands by Bernardo Silva. And also Jurgen Klopp told Darwin Núñez where he can improve. And also he was very complimentary of Hassan Hutel, who just got sacked by Southampton. And if they showed anything, it was attitude. They were highly motivated. I think Hassan Hutel did an excellent job. We always expect a motivated opponent, but there is not a lot of time for Jones to change a lot. We have analyzed them, half Southampton, half Luton tactics. We are professionals. The boys play games like they always played the game. We had yesterday a session with everybody looked buzzing and going for it. We don't talk about the World Cup. It's just our situation here. It means Southampton is our World Cup. Nobody is out who played midweek. Milner is back in training. Matip trained with us, but only one session. Naby Keita and Luis Diaz are running. We have 7 players at the World Cup, not a massive number, but important players. We have clear rules within international games. The Liverpool players have to text Jurgen Klopp if there are any issues after the game, and we need the players to tell us, and that's the contact we will definitely have. And we have the Dubai training camp, and if any Liverpool player goes out of the World Cup, he can travel there, because it's just a 1 hour or 2 hour flight from Dubai, from Qatar to Dubai, sorry. And similar to Man City, but they have a lot more players at the World Cup than us. Jurgen Klopp said we have to see who is available for the Man City-Liverpool Carabao Cup game. Man City has 17 players, and we usually would have Diogo Jota as well, and probably others. And it's a good number that we have for our mini pre-season. In Dubai, Luis Diaz is running out and looks really good. And Jurgen Klopp says he has no idea who will win the World Cup. He heard Gary Neville said something about Trent Alexander-Arnold, but he's now 24 and he won quite a lot of finals, important games where you have to defend against world-class players. We played a lot of cup finals against Chelsea, against Real Madrid, against great teams. He was always there, defending well. I don't know why we have this discussion that if all the fullbacks were fit, Gary Neville said that Trent might not make the World Cup squad, but he made it, and I think he deserves to go to the World Cup. Reece James was injured, so he was not selected, and maybe that's why Trent goes to the World Cup. But Gareth Southgate clearly doesn't rate him, and that's fine. If Henderson and Trent don't play a lot of minutes at the World Cup, that just benefits Liverpool because they will be fresh. And Jurgen Klopp said that Darwin can be a real threat offensively. Defensively, of course, there is room for improvement. And Robertson played a long time with Sadio Mane. Lewis covered that space. So it's different when Darwin Núñez plays on the left-hand side. And defensively, when he's tracking back, of course, that can be improved. But hopefully, he will improve with time. And I'm really looking forward to the Liverpool-Southampton game later today. So check back on my channel because I will have a reaction of that game up after the game is over. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.